Yo people, what's up? Welcome to a new video here on Crypto Anarchist. The price of XP is currently at 64 cents. It was close to 70 cents, which is a decent 16 to 17% increase here. This is definitely worth noting. The whole market is correcting itself again, but as you know, if you watch the video an hour later, everything could look completely different. The entire market is currently crazy volatile, and this is affecting all coins. Of course, this includes XP, and we're going to take a look because the detective, as usual, has some complaints here at the start, saying XP is still in the red, XP is not moving, and so on. Currently, it's at around 589, which is not ideal since we were really close to 70 cents. And of course, corrections and all that are part of any crypto market and any chart. Just like Bitcoin is now as well. We were close to 90,000 and have now dropped back down to about 85,000. But these are occasional setbacks, hopefully on the journey towards a new all-time high, for Ethereum as well as for XP and all other coins. And this could actually happen very, very soon because here we have, for instance, a contract or a request from the affected exchange. The limited company behind it has filed with the FTC, the US Agency for Future Trades, etc., to set up a US product backed by 100,000 XP. Currently, it's around $62,000, which may not seem like much at first, but this is just the starting price or initial investment, after which an increase will happen if XP rises or if new people logically join in. This doesn't mean it's going to be a complete new revolution, but it will be another nice product suitable for regular investors. We're seeing that most people are able to get in now as demand for Bitcoin is currently high, but mostly within our own bubble here. And we definitely need to wait for the average person who otherwise has nothing to do with our scene to realize, oh, Bitcoin, is it still worth getting into? And then look at where it will peak. Grace is also on this track as they might relaunch their XP Trust or XP Spot ETF with fresh wind or updated stats. This was made clear in an interview with TechPanel, who is the head of research at Grayscale. He hinted at something like this in the interview. This doesn't mean it's happening right away, but honestly, is there a better time than now? I believe the next few months will be very, very important for us, and I think that by next May this whole thing will be over in a positive sense. The next 5 to 6 months are likely to be very significant for crypto, after which things might flatten out or stabilize at levels that are a bit more normal. And then we go on with An1 because we have Charles Hoskinson here, the CEO of Cardano, the inventor of Cardano. He has now issued an apology to the Ripple community, specifically to the ECB and Ripple community, and has said, hey guys, we're all friends really, and we could potentially pursue a partnership in the future. I think that could definitely be a possibility since there have also been rumors that Charles Hoskinson could be involved with certain crypto regulators in the future, possibly having some influence over the next 4 or 5 years. Hence, Ripple might aim for a big collaboration to strategically position itself. Charles Hoskinson also knows the potential of XP, and Cardano and XP are not entirely different, actually quite the opposite. They have similar goals but different use cases and focus areas that are prioritized respectively. I really hope there will be a significant collaboration, benefiting both communities. And then we move on to Hugo Fallon. Here we have his speech on Dogecoin. He says that when we announced the FA assets or Flare assets and mentioned that Dogecoin would be included, everyone was like, what are you doing? What nonsense is that? I probably said the same thing back then, to be fair. A few years ago, the market was just different. Now, he says Dogecoin has become the largest network or cryptocurrency after Bitcoin without smart contracts. And he says he will help out there to achieve interoperability. I, of course, hope that he will indeed help there, so Dogecoin can benefit from this as well. And yes, I hope this all turns out to be very big. And I wanted to say that. I never envy anyone, any other coin or whatever. Ivan in tech once put it nicely. You always have to let the pump into your life, so to speak. Never be jealous if another cryptocurrency pumps, let others make money, and then wait your turn, hopefully for a decent pump. So, let's talk about Bitcoin because here we have $1.5 billion waiting to be liquidated, positioned around $100,000. Sometimes just below, sometimes just above, but generally in that range. People often love these round numbers. Right now, at around $87,500, we're not far from $100,000. And I think some people are starting to panic, thinking, what if it really goes above that? Of course, this doesn't mean we'll hit $100,000 in the next 2 or 3 days, but we do have massive upside potential. We see that these liquidity clusters of $1.5 billion act like a big magnet, drawing the price there, simply because there's money to be made, especially in the futures trading area. And therefore, I think the $100,000 mark is essentially locked in. Nothing in the market is guaranteed, of course, but if you look at the liquidity map, the $100,000 acts as a strong magnet. This aligns with Tether's recent minting as they printed around $6 billion, likely with more purchases following that. Whenever there's betting, buying often follows, showing Bitcoin remains highly sought after. Maybe we'll have some major announcements, with a larger country or perhaps a pension fund buying into Bitcoin, injecting more billions. We'll see where this rally ends, but it's likely to wrap up early next year. Perhaps you feel like Cryptotimus, thinking I'm afraid to take profits now but also afraid not to. It's better to take profits a bit too early than too late, generally speaking. Of course, this doesn't apply universally, but it's wise to secure profits a bit early rather than holding all the way down. Thinking back to recent years, it's been crazy. For example, there was the Bitcoin crash from 69,000 to 15,000, which was insane. Then we had Luna drop to zero, 3 Euro Capital went bankrupt, Celsius and Voyager went bust, VTX went under, the USD collapsed, Binance experienced massive withdrawals, CEO CZ stepped down, the SEC filed numerous lawsuits, and 2 years of bear market. After 2 or 3 years, we certainly deserve this pump, and I hope it makes us all very wealthy. We currently have the current price or what might await us in the next few days. We're in this renewed optimism phase where everyone's saying it's going to really take off soon. Many see 120 as the peak, after which it may drop again. In 2013, it took about 6 weeks of price discovery before a major pullback. In 2017, it was 8 weeks. In 2021, 4 weeks. We're about 2 weeks in, meaning the next 2 weeks may be interesting, potentially leading to a significant drop. Finally, we have a fan thread from Crypto Rover. The story repeats. At 16,000, nobody wanted Bitcoin, saying they weren't interested. Now at 86,000, everyone's wondering if it's still worth getting in, maybe hoping to join early. While it's never really too late, of course, 86,000 is a much worse entry than 16,000. Now everyone wishes for 16,000 back. Regardless of whether you're going long or feel this cycle isn't for you, thanks for joining today. I hope to see you again tomorrow for more crypto market news. Until then, leave a comment with your thoughts and hit like or dislike. See you next time, everyone. Bye-bye.